Hello YouTube. So today I'm gonna rank all the Leprechaun movies because it's St. Patrick's Day today and I got my Jamesons right here. Now let me get started with the ranking. So last place will go to Leprechaun Origins because this movie was just awful in any way, shape, and form. It's the boring out of all the Leprechaun movies. This one tried to take itself too seriously and it just didn't sell. It didn't work out very well. You know, it takes away all the humor from the other leprechauns that we like. This one was just like it was just dull, very boring. Like I said, and it does have some good decent kills, and it could have done better, but it just I don't know. It was just very it was a very lame film for a Leprechaun movie. And I can't believe like towards the end it actually had the nerves to actually deliver one of the lines from the original Leprechaun movie. Like "fuck you, Lucky Charms." Like really, like first of all, that movie's not even funny. Like why you gonna deliver that line? It sounds so corny when you try to like this whole time you're trying to take the movie very seriously, and then you had to deliver this humorous line from the first one. Anyways, yeah, that's my last one. That's Leprechaun Origins. That's last place. I'll give that movie 1 star for at least having like some decent kills. Next to last would be I'll have to say Leprechaun 4 because it takes place in space and this to me that's just extremely random even for like a Leprechaun movie. Though there is some things I like about the movie. This movie is very corny, just like all the Leprechaun movies, but this one goes for full weird and full corny, which is something I kind of like. There's just a whole bunch of shit going on. Like there's like a space princess, and there's this one hybrid man have like refrigerator. I don't know what the fuck he is. It's like hella random. And I did like every time he gets mad and he starts banging on his like shoulder or whatever, and he starts talking hella like weird and stuff like that. Like I thought that was pretty funny, you know. And then he turned into like a giant spider because of some smoothie he took. I forgot. The movie was just hella weird. But yeah. Next will be also Leprechaun Back to the Hood. Um, it's it's pretty decent. It's pretty funny. Like the beginning part was kind of boring in my opinion, but there are some moments where I do like I don't know. It just gives me like a nice like early 2000s vibe to it with the atmosphere and the music. Whenever they're like in a house party and stuff like that, and at this point like Leprechaun smoking weed isn't really like funny because it's already been done in another movie which I'm about to mention. And yeah, like they still have some funny moments. I think like the funniest moment to me in Leprechaun Back to the Hood would be like the scene where the main antagonist besides Leprechaun like he gets a call from like one of his side chicks. I mean she's trying to get some D, and and he's all telling her like yeah you'll get some I'm busy right now and like she's completely like dick whooped and stuff like that, like it's how like she's hell like trying to get some D, but then he ended up getting killed by Leprechaun, and then Leprechaun pick up his phone, and then she doesn't know what's going on. She still thinks it's him and said hey like who's this, like oh there's somebody else, like do you think you could you think you could satisfy me like tonight, like you think you could fuck me. And Leprechaun was like yeah sure. And then she replies by saying like what do you look like oh I'm 3 feet tall. And she's like what. And then he replies by saying but I'm pretty big down there. And then she just hang up the phone. I thought that was pretty funny. That's probably like the funniest scene from that movie. And it does have some decent kills, some decent action as well. So yeah, I would say Leprechaun 2. 2 was actually pretty decent. I like that one. Like, it was kind of a slow burn. The beginning part was kind of a bit boring. I didn't really care about the whole I forgot their names. It's been a while since I've seen that one actually. But basically, the main protagonist he's struggling to make some money and stuff like that. So he had like this horror tour with like a vehicle. I thought it was pretty cool, but I wish they did a little bit more with that. And he tried to impress his girlfriend, and the girlfriend got mad at him and stuff like that. But as soon as they show Leprechaun, that's when things become more interesting. Like, there's some decent kills, some pretty funny one-liners from him, and funny scenes. Also, just I think one of my favorite scenes was like the main protagonist's dad or grandpa had a drinking challenge with him, and then you just see like a shitload of like Jameson's bottles from Leprechaun, and he's really fucked up. And that was part of their plan to kind of like fuck with them and stuff like that. And also, like the same when he kidnapped the main protagonist's girlfriend, and he delivers to like this cave where he lives, and it's pretty cool because it's like very magical. Like she tried to escape, then every time she tried to escape, she ended up coming back to the cave. Like that's hard to explain. It's like, and I always thought that was pretty cool. Like towards the end, where Leprechaun, he's able to control like certain like objects and and skeletons, because he's magic and stuff like that. I thought it was pretty cool. Like, there's one scene where he actually controls like a skeleton, and then he ended up like fighting off the main protagonist. I thought that was really cool. A lot of cool scenes. But yeah, I like that one, Leprechaun 2. Leprechaun 3. Leprechaun 3 was really good. I really liked that one. A lot of funny scenes, a lot of funny one-liners from Leprechaun. But I'll be honest, I had to watch this movie again because I kind of lost some images from that movie, and I forgot some things from the movie, but I just remember it takes place in Las Vegas, and he goes there because someone took his coin. Usual just no different from the main plot from all the other movies. So yeah, but I do remember really liking this one. Original Leprechaun. This one, the reason why I put this movie a little bit lower, because to be honest, I thought the beginning part was kind of a bit boring. Like, it was mostly a slow burn, and it took a while for it to reveal Leprechaun. But once they actually reveal him, and he comes out of the picture and stuff like that, or in that crate, I mean, that's when things start getting kind of funny. He delivered a lot of one-liners, and there's a lot of decent kills. And then yeah, the ending, I thought that was pretty cool. When they finally destroyed him with the 4-leaf clover, and he starts melting. I thought that was pretty cool. And also the last blow from the kid, when he delivered that line like fuck you, Lucky Charms. I thought that was pretty funny. And yeah, now second place will go to Leprechaun in the Hood. Now, I know a lot of you horror fans will take it as blasphemous for me to put this over the original Leprechaun, but in my opinion, I think Leprechaun in the Hood is just a perfect campy horror movie. You got Leprechaun in the hood smoking weed and rapping and stuff like that, and that's hilarious. He's talking about fucking women and stuff like that, but in a comedic way. And then yeah, a lot of shit just happening. There's there's also a lot of funny like lines from like the characters and something like that. Like they see Leprechaun because they never seen him before, so like they start freaking out and questioning who he is. I really like that line where a really funny scene where they show Leprechaun and then one of the characters is like who is that, and then the other character is like I don't know, check you on crack, shoot him, because they both have pistols and stuff like that, and then start shooting him. And of course that didn't affect him because he's magical. I thought that was really funny, and I also saw like another funny scene where another character looks at Leprechaun and he's just like, "Oh, you're one ugly motherfucker," and he doesn't even take offensive and stuff like that because he's more focused on trying to get his gold back. Yeah, just a lot of funny scenes, and there's another funny scene where they light him on fire and then he's all like spinning around and. But my favorite one has to be Leprechaun Returns. Now I know this might sound offensive to a lot of Leprechaun fans because because Warwick Davis, he doesn't do the voice for Leprechaun in this movie, and it's actually voiced by a different one. I think he did pretty good for someone who isn't like Warwick Davis. I especially like his little funny like laugh he does every time he delivers like a line, like I thought that was pretty funny, and I got a little ahead of myself, but yeah, I like the premise of the movie. Like it basically takes back to the original house and stuff like that, and in the first one, like one of the main characters is portrayed by Jennifer Aniston, but in this one, like she ended up having a kid, and then her kid ended up having like nightmares and visions of like Leprechaun because of her mom. Her mom passed away from like cancer, I believe, and she goes on this house, the original house, along with her like colleagues, friends, and I think she ended up getting his gold, and that's when like leprechauns appears and then start killing them one by one. Very brutal too, by the way. Like this is actually like the most like violent and brutal out of all the Leprechaun movies, and I think that's why I like him. A lot of like decent kills in this one. Like he basically killed all her colleagues, like very brutal. And there's a lot of humor too from him. A lot of funny scenes like when they destroyed him and now he's like little leprechauns. It kind of actually reminds me of Jack Frost 2 where he gets destroyed and he creates like little tiny minions of himself. So yeah, Leprechaun Returns, that's actually my favorite one. I don't care what anyone says, but I really like that one out of all of them. Anyway, that's all my ranking for tonight, and I hope you have a good St. Patrick's Day and you all have a good night.